Comments from the board?
I think that site plan was just included for our reference, maybe. There was like a site plan showing demo of trees and but maybe that was just the site plan they had on hand. And then another comment is the descriptions show vinyl rail, but the details show like a pressure treated rail. And then also had a note on the columns, there's a decorative bracket that exists now. I wasn't sure if they're gonna bring that back or if that's going away. It'd be nice if they could keep it. I think.
I had some comments about the proposed lattice panels. Right now, it looks like they're the real open vinyl panels. And in order to keep the historic character, I think it would be better if they went to the square style in the privacy quality that's a little more closed. And then also if they would replicate that frame that's around the lattice panels now, so it would have more of a traditional proportion. And I am looking for those lattice panels myself. They were hard to get for a while, but they're back. So those are available. And then also to just being sure to match the proportions of the existing rail style and the existing columns, because the drawings make them look kind of unsubstantial and flimsy compared to the existing. So I just want to verify that if the picket style could replicate what we see in the existing condition. And then I had the same comment about retaining the bracket.
Yeah, that was one thing I noticed was the drawings that they have, I don't think look like this image.
Right.
So, this actual detail of the railing
Yeah, because they call out a vinyl rail.
and so that was the one thing I wanted to, like, what exactly are they doing?
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are those pieces? Because if they're gonna make it look like it does, then okay. But yeah, so I don't know, like kind of all those things, all the different things. I don't know. A lot of information here for not quite clear for me.
I think that frame that you mentioned would help make it look like a front porch. It looks more finished.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does look more finished and more substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do think that the square style lattice goes with the character of the house with the shingle style.
Yeah. Good comment.
Hey, guys.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, David, we're just discussing the first one, 29 South Maple. We have quite a few.
We got a
comments to
new
go
one.
over,
That's a new set of plans
And
for
then-
that house.
and then that'll be.
Awesome, thank you.
In the event that you notice the other one was exactly like last time.
Yes.
Okay, so we can discuss 29 South Maple. I think that covers everything.
Yeah.
Next on our list was 50 Gray Avenue. That was a garage addition. Comments from the board?
No problem.
I had no comments.
This is actually a covered patio though, right? Not a garage addition? Yeah, okay. I guess it's an addition to the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just made sure, yes, then no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No comments.
Yeah, I didn't have any comments on this one either.
Which one's that?
This is 50
50
gray.
Gray.
50 gray.
Okay, we're still at 50 grand. Okay.
I was just letting Mr. Yates
Catch up.
Yeah, no, I had no comments on 50 gray.
All right, we can move to 340 South Elm Avenue rear deck.
No comments from me on that one.
No comments.
I have no comments on this one either.
Did you guys have photos on this one? Oh,
Yes.
okay, so it does have a pretty big roof overhang now. Yep, no comments.
Didn't have any comments either. Next, we have 22 Joy Avenue, new windows. I know,
I didn't get this.
It was just this,
yeah.
Is it-
was
but there's no address on it, so.
It's just that.
It's just that.
Yeah. And are these already installed? Is that what I'm seeing from the photographs? Are we reviewing after they're installed, or is this what they're taking out?
It's just this. I think it's a replacement, but there's like this little angle on the drawing that made me wonder if the
Which is-
opening size is changing or,
Which is what is in the picture.
yeah.
And that's a window up there, I believe.
I see what they're doing.
But I didn't know if these pictures right here are what they're taking out, or if that was the replacement.
I assume, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we could verify that. It's,
Good question.
it looks like it might be the replacements, but it
That was
wouldn't hurt to check.
my
Yeah.
guess, but
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking is that the mutton bars on the elevation look a lot chunkier than what's in the picture. And
right.
if that's just a graphical problem of the CAD, that's one thing, but if they're gonna go back with these chunky muttons versus the
Oh, we have a drawing in there.
Well,
Yeah.
but when you look on the side elevation, it looks like there's chunky muttons there.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, sounds like a cat's name or something.
Oh, interesting.
And I think the chunky style kind of looks more substantial to me. I think I like that better.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm looking at the side elevation and like the tall arched window, that looks like it has the chunkier style.
To me, that it was just a question of the geometry and the mutton. I'm not sure if those are accurate or not, but it seemed like it was the same style. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can get into minutia about like a whole window
Right.
mullion width versus, with these Marvins, if I remember, I forget.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there is a slight,
I would just,
and there's a profile that doesn't really allow it to read correctly in an elevation is what I was thinking when I saw it. Cause
Right.
I've used these windows before and
This window isn't shaped right though in the picture.
no, it's not.
I mean, in the drawing.
Right.
So,
You're right. Yeah. Oh, here, they're correcting it. Looks like.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, you're right. This
Good-
one
good-
comes
good-
to a
Good
point.
call. Good call. And
That's
then,
what that
Oh.
was. So that's, yeah,
so they're gonna
it's good.
redo the opening.
which, right,
Or-
now it looks like it's parallel to the roof, so that would be.
Yeah.
I wonder if they just drew this wrong and then said, well, you know, this is actually how it should look. And they haven't revised it, maybe.
Because it needs to fill the opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think so.
I mean, back
It's
to
not
my,
that big a deal.
yeah, I mean, back to my mutton question. It looks like the mutton, if there's a Marvin's, then that's Marvin's 1.25
Right.
standard mutton.
Right.
But what's in the existing window opening is more of their 3/4 mutton, which I would much prefer.
Yeah.
But then, Carol's point, she likes the thicker look,
Yeah.
not too chunky again.
On the house this size and with the surface texture, I like the boldness
Okay.
of the chunkier style. But we can,
I mean,
Yeah, that's.
I personally would be okay with it either way, but
I'm in minority.
I guess, yeah. But they do need to fill the opening.
Yeah, it would be a little
Be the
weird if
same
that
shape.
geometry was
And be
different.
parallel with the roof line.
Right.
Yeah. So it doesn't go.
yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
so-
what would be the infill material if
Right.
they, because that could,
Caulk.
yeah. That could really determine,
They'll paint it to look like a window.
Yeah.
Little streets.
It's very small, so, yeah. And the window, I mean, it's a custom window anyway.
Yeah.
Just
So we
make
can,
it Yeah.
We can verify that question, those questions. Okay, so that's it on the public hearing projects. Next, we have the resubmittal, which is 814 Edgar, which we all have copies of the revisions.
Here, okay.
And most of us have been reviewing it already. Does anyone have any comments?
No.
I think most everything we discussed, with the exception of they turned the side garage into just a carport deck,
Mhm.
which I think is just fine myself. Great.
And maybe,
Personally.
maybe if they, yeah, I agree. I like the way that looks on the massing. If they could maybe consider trimming out the carport posts similar to the front porch posts. I think that would,
Dress it up a
Yeah.
bit.
yeah.
I'm trying to recall the last review session we had. Did they address the right side elevation with the window or lack of window placement?
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little more, I wouldn't mind more still, but there's, there is more interest on that side now that we have the carport and the railing.
Mhm.
Yeah, a couple of, I think we talked about maybe small windows in those pantries. I think that would kind of help balance it out a bit. Maybe we can talk about that.
So they have that vertical siding at the carport. Looks a bit odd.
yeah.
Maybe trim that, instead.
Yeah, with trim.
Yeah,
Use trim,
Yeah.
not,
yeah,
Panels or something?
Right.
yeah, right. And then trim it.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it could be horizontal trim.
Yeah.
I'd rather than just
Vertical.
And no, well, yeah, no siding to it, no
Right.
fake siding thing
Yeah.
there. Just pieces of trim, however they chose to build it up a bit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I actually don't think they would like this after it was done.
Right.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
All right. So we can discuss it. 814. Next, we have 512 Sunnyside solar panels on roof. Any comments?
No comments?
No comment.
For instances of these reviews, where it's not a historic district, which has been revised relatively recently, do we need to review these or is it?
So we have we'll look at geometry sometimes,
Okay,
so it's not uncommon. I know you haven't probably seen one of those yet since you've been here, or maybe.
I saw one before the historic district
Yeah,
changed.
yeah,
And then I reviewed one after that, but
right,
yeah,
I think most people have too many trees.
all right,
I do.
all right, so any other comments on that? If not, we can move 512 Sunnyside to pre-approval. Next, we have 782 Tuxedo, new windows.
I didn't really get what windows are being replaced.
It was really hard to read this.
I didn't either, so we can discuss this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell because the photos are so small and the numbers are almost illegible. Yeah,
Well,
you can't really,
it's at the
it's
bottom.
hard to see
It
what
was-
is
It was
actually,
quoted incorrectly,
yeah,
Oh,
what's
maybe I didn't
actually
get
in
that
the
one either.
existing.
but the photos are only this big, so it's hard to tell what's going on.
Yeah. Oh,
So like they're replacing that.
okay, that's little. All right.
Yeah.
We'll just.
All right, next we have 418 Webster Forest Drive. Renovation of two-story rear deck. Any comments on this one?
I had no comment.
No comments.
I just had a comment that the post detail shows post cap, but they're not shown on the elevation drawings. And I wanted to verify if those are in the project or not. I think it looks a little more finished with post cap on there.
Next, we have 41 West Drake. New windows. Comment from the board.
I have my ever comment about sliders versus casements, and I would recommend that they do casements in place of sliders. But then also I had a problem with them removing muttons from at least the front windows.
Yeah, I agree. I had those same comments.
All right, we can discuss 41 West Drake.
And I guess the new windows are gonna be black, right? So that's gonna be a
Yeah.
change to the aesthetic.
We're colorblind.
Unfortunately.
Well, are we if basically the glass will appear to be black as well, so it'll look black on black and it'll change the character of the front of the building a lot, in my opinion. You know, rather than seeing the muttons, you would see nothing, you'd see nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, something to talk about if we can.
Especially since they're vinyl windows. They're hard to paint. It's not like you can just paint them
Yeah.
you can, but then the paint comes off quickly.
Yeah.
And then they'll be gray in 10 years. That's my
They'll be replaced in 15, so.
True. Anyway,
Next, we have 478 Algonquin Place. New bedroom addition.
No
Comments
comment,
from the board.
no comments.
which number was this?
478 Algonquin Place.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I was wondering on this, I know that it's really close to the setbacks and stuff, but and it'd be kind of nice if it were stepped in from the outside wall a little bit. I know that makes it tricky.
On the side.
Yeah, so it's not so long on the side. But I don't know if they would be able to actually get that much space.
Oh, on the side.
So,
When we have the formal meeting, that's when we'll discuss it. with you. Thank you. No problem.
It is a change of material though,
Yeah,
right?
well, and that's actually, like it's an awkward joint too, right? It ends up like, what do you do there? You just go from one material to the next and
Yeah,
then what?
that plays into one of my questions about whether there's going to be corner boards or how that
Yeah, how's that go?
butt joint is going to be treated there. Because there weren't corner boards shown on the drawings.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then I just had, this is not a requirement, but just a suggestion to maybe consider a couple of small high windows on the east elevation in the main bedroom, just to fill that space a bit.
all right. We can discuss that in the formal meeting. Next, we have 26 Sylvester Avenue, new roof. Siding front and rear deck. So I think we're looking at the front and rear deck on this one.
This one was a little hard to review because there's no plans.
Yes.
And I had questions on if the doors coming out on the left elevation. And then the front porch overhang, there really is no overhang. It'd be nice if it kind of matched the existing roof overhangs on the building. And then had a question on what material they're using for the railings.
Yeah, without a plan, it's hard to determine why that left elevation door is being removed and if there's a possibility of something that could go there to not have a blank wall of siding. And also a comment would be to close off the area below the new rear deck. And that baluster deck rail style is with the balusters that extend down into the face of the band board is so kind of 1970s looking to me, rather than more traditional. And it seems a little inconsistent with the railing style that's on the stair.
Yeah.
So I think, discussing how that might be a little more cohesive looking.
Yeah, I would say it's more appropriate for a rear deck look than a
Right.
front board, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, we have 527 Ivanhoe Place. This is a new front door. Comments from the board.
Can we review this?
Yeah, that was one of my comments. I wasn't quite sure about that, but if we are reviewing it, I need a clarification. There's a note that says something about the glass is the same as the windows that were replaced in 2004. So we don't have a record of what was replaced in 2004. That's really not clear to me. Yeah, so I mean, the windows that we can see look like they're a rectangular style, but the door has an arched window in it. So, which doesn't really go well with their existing storm door.
Yeah.
So there's some clarification that I would need there about exactly what it's going to look like.
I thought in general that the existing 8 light door was nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand the reason need for safety maybe because that might be too transparent, but
Well, that's just the storm.
That's a storm door. They have
Oh,
two doors.
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry.
They have
Like
this
a-
one.
It's almost
Yeah.
half
The
size.
interior.
Oh, okay.
Comment was how that would look with the arched
Behind it.
window and then
Okay.
the storm door
Yeah,
closed
that-
I got it.
over
I
it.
So they're just gonna put that.
Yeah, I think that would not have a good appearance because the two conflict so much.
Mhm.
Right. I thought that existing doors match the style of the house more than this one, but
So maybe consider a door with just a square light
Yeah.
versus the round light. Okay.
yeah,
I'm full for that.
and just a simple panel instead of raised panels.
Yeah.
But
All right, and then I think we had 782 in our packet. It's not.
Yeah, that was collated.
But that was, even though it's not on the list, I think this is the one that we didn't review last time because no one was present.
No, that was the
what are
one.
you talking about?
You took Cedar?
That's the one.
It's number.
Oh, maybe that's
7.
supposed to be mine.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't have
you
it?
didn't get one?
Oh, yeah,
don't
that
have
came,
that.
I have 2 of them.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute, we already talked about 70.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't see any of these.
Okay, I was like. Okay, that makes sense now.
That was quick, guys.
All right,
Size of the packet.
with that, we have completed our work session. We're gonna pause until 5:30 and the official meeting will begin at that point in time. Thank you all.
Tracy and Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
Yeah, we've already reviewed it.
Hello.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi there, everybody. Sorry I'm not there today, but I did just want to let you all know that council received a memo that, and you may already know this, but we are going to share the redlining of the ordinance that Elliot Leibson has been working on for the front-facing garages. And that is going to a handful of boards and commissions for your review. So I glanced at the email. I didn't read all the details, so my apologies. I will get that information over to you, Bob, and you all can add that to maybe a work session agenda to have a conversation about that ordinance and weigh in on how this looks moving forward. And I also feel like this will be probably then tied into a package of things that we consider with the comp plan once we get to that point. So I just wanted to kind of give you an updated status report on where that issue is.
Great.
Thanks.
All right, thank you,
Hey,
Jamie.
Jamie.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, welcome everyone to the Webster Groves Architectural Review Board meeting. We finished our work session and our official meeting is now underway. Introduced to Koa Bell and Jim Bailey with the city. I think Jamie Hessmeyer is on Zoom. She's the city council liaison. Harold Duncan, Tracy Collins, Angela Thompson, and David Yates, and myself, Bob Buckman, all volunteer architects sitting on the board. First item of business is review of meeting minutes from August the 7th. And I believe we were all present. So with that, may I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the August 7th meeting minutes as submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The meeting minutes are approved as written. We have one pre-approval. So if I could get a motion from a board member on 512 Sunnyside.
Move to approve 512 Sunnyside as submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right, 512 Sunnyside has been approved. So if you're here or on Zoom, you're free to go. At this point, we will go through the rest of the projects. If you're here in person, when we call your project, just invite you up to the microphone and introduce yourself and we'll discuss your project. If you're on Zoom, to raise your Zoom hand and Koa will add you to the conversation. The first four projects are public hearing, so we'll start with those. 29 South Maple. Anyone here present for that project? If you're on Zoom, just raise your hand. All right, we're not seeing anyone, so we can skip that one because we did have some comments and questions. Next, we have 50 Gray Avenue. Anyone present for that?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, I'm Jenny Bristow. I'm the homeowner.
Hi, Jenny.
I'm Jenny Gasso, the architect.
Hi, Jenny.
Welcome.
Yep,
Jenny.
Jenny, yeah.
Denise. All right.
Think we gave Elliot fits. Because talking to Jenny Bristow and
Oh.
talking to Jenny Gasso, and he was getting emails from Jenny Gasso, and I thought it was Jenny Bristow.
Got
That's
it.
pretty funny.
Squirrel.
How many bears?
All right. I don't think we had any comment.
It's easy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Cool
Thank you.
mural on the side. That's, did you do that?
I know I hired a muralist. She's very talented.
It's beautiful.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate
It's
that.
gonna be great. So,
Yeah, I love it.
okay,
Thanks.
Awesome.
thank you.
What is it?
Appreciate
They're
it.
on the
Thank
side of the
you.
garage.
Oh, so.
It is a public hearing, so is there anyone else present or on Zoom that wants to make a comment about 50 Gray? And hearing or seeing no one, may we have a motion?
I move to approve 50 Gray as submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right, 50 Gray is approved. Next, we have 340 South Elm.
Hello, I'm Paul Beck. I'm the owner of 340 South Elm.
And I am Alex Blaze with Blaze Architects.
Hello, welcome, Paul. All right, comments on this one? I don't think we had any.
No.
All right.
Looks good. Great. It is a public hearing. So, is anyone else present that want to make a comment? Or on Zoom? Seeing no one, may I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve 340 South Elm as submitted.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right, you're approved.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Great evening. Next, we have 22 Joy Avenue, new windows. Anyone on Zoom for this one? All right, so we'll come back around to those projects at the end. Next, we have 814 Edgar. New construction, resubmittal, and we did get the package. And we had an opportunity to review beforehand and during the work session. So I think we had a few comments. And I'll just I don't know, who would like to go? Angela? David?
I'll go ahead. My one thing that I wanted to mention was at this, at your carport, at the top there, they show siding instead of like trim. And, it shows a vertical siding, which would not be kind of typical looking. I'm not sure.
Can you direct me to where it is in the drawing?
Underneath the railing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I
Oh,
know that that's probably even what you.
well, yeah, you mean beneath the deck?
Right.
So it would be, so have trim, like, you'd have like a flat pieces instead of it looking.
I thought it's a roof. No, it's like maybe part of the roof.
It's like the fascia board
Yeah.
that
so-
would collect the roof, right?
I think that's just how she colored it. It's not to indicate that that's a component of siding.
It's
think
called
it's
that
called-
as
Is it?
siding. Yeah.
And it's drawn as siding. I don't know that's what you really would,
Yeah. the
Yeah.
keynote
Want
shows
to
it
tell
as
you the truth.
siding.
I think that's probably not what you're thinking it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Because
It would look, should look a bit more like a porch or something like that finished, where this is gonna be a piece of siding with no trim at the bottom is what they're showing, like just hanging.
so it'd be a piece of siding that's only about as thick as my hand with no
Detail.
closure or trim detail at the bottom.
Yeah, it needs to be like a horizontal trim board, like a box beam or,
A little thick.
fascia.
It would look more like this porch beam.
Yeah.
A smooth finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's how it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I think that's
how it could be. I mean,
right. I think that's probably what you're looking for.
Or actually also, as you said that about coloring it, looking at the color elevation, it is the same color as the standing seam roof, the dark gray. So maybe they're thinking maybe they're thinking it's to be the roof material.
It's, if you look at A4, it's
That's
keyed in
look
as
funny.
by,
Oh, I don't disagree. Yeah.
I think it should be the same.
Make it trimmed out.
This, yeah, is on the front porch.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, horizontal trim.
and then also to make that carport look a little more finished out, if you could trim it the same way that the porch columns are trimmed, just to make it a little more finished with the the cap and base trim. I think they give it a more finished look and kind of have it look more like a porch.
Yeah, on the side there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking, I would like, what if we had? This is like. Yeah, I know. Well, what if we had though, just like those grates and you could have a climbing plants on it? I think that would be really cool.
Oh, a trellis type.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not part of them.
It's not part of the drawing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, I think that's probably something you could add later if you
Yeah.
wanted to without I don't even think
Right. I
a permit
think
would
the
be
trellis
required.
great.
Yeah, but it would look cool. It would. Yeah, just, I think finishing out those posts similar to your front porch post would look very.
In the same as the front porch, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want it to look utilitarian after you put all this effort into the rest of the house. And then you've got this kind of,
Mhm.
The exposed bolts and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's like relatively minor. Can we just change that and?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's really, at this point, there's a few comments. I think those are two that I think we would all appear agree that if you would agree to those changes, we could put it in the motion.
Yeah, read it into the motion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, and then.
And
give
then
guys
you would have
approval.
to make the revisions when you submit it to the city for your permit drawing so that they know that's what they're gonna see.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you're saying you would approve it with a motion indicating that there's comments wherein we have to make the changes specified here, and then when we go in front of the building to actually receive the permit, then we would have to show that before they give us the permit. So we do have to change it, but we just have to go back to the permit place.
Just like a little amendment?
Yeah,
Yes,
Like one.
exactly. I mean,
Yes.
I had a suggestion
Sure.
too. I know we talked on that east elevation about possibly adding a couple of small windows into your pantries.
We added. Let's show.
I didn't see them on the elevation.
Are you talking this one?
Yeah, the
Yeah, I was talking about in your kitchen into the pantries. So there would be some windows on that first floor.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually can't, because here is a master bathroom and we add a small window right here. And here it's the kitchen and the
Cabinets, stove.
cabinets and stove right here
Yeah.
in the middle, so.
Here, I swear, let me just make sure that nothing's
let me
changed
see.
since the last time
Other
here.
side, Marvin.
I was talking about in your pantries here in the kitchen, like right there and right there.
Kitchen.
Yeah. So that would give some natural light into your pantries.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hold on, John.
We talked about that briefly the last time.
Look,
In this,
we have here windows here, here.
but she's saying, I think she's saying on this side though. She wants it on this side. So this is the carport right here.
But-
So like, this is the stove. So why don't we just
That's
put a window
fine.
right there?
We can because it's a stove, John.
You can't put a
Well,
window.
it's in the pantries. It's not near the stove.
Oh, okay.
So when you open your pantry doors, you don't always have to turn on the light in there because there'll be a small window that would let some natural light in. And then on the outside of your house, there wouldn't be that long blank
It's kind of.
siding.
There, so like stove is right here, pantries would have a window to have daylight and.
Oh, in the pantry. window.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, I
Just a thought, I mean, cause it's natural daylight.
I think that it should, yeah, and I think like
I was gonna-
octagonal windows would be really cool. Like I like the ones, there's that one going down this way where it's got that really cool looking window. No?
I think with the style, with
It's
this.
like, I was uninterested. So, you know, basically, I mean, so is that part of the, I mean, not, it's like, doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but I don't know.
I think that it would help the appearance of that elevation because you wouldn't have a big blank area of siding. You would just have, there would be something there, like two small windows, like a square or
yeah.
rectangular style.
Okay.
Around here,
That's fine.
around
You can put that in there.
the stove.
I don't
Next
think that
to the
there's any, I don't think that there's, so,
Between stove, right?
No, it's actually in the pantry. Like if you walk into your pantry, there'll be a little tiny
in.
window in there.
You're not walking in.
You know,
Wait, you-
it's a pantry. Look.
When
See
you
the door
open,
right
when you open up your pantry
Upstairs.
doors.
You
Yeah.
didn't tell me that.
There is a pantry. You walk in the pantry. I understand what she's saying. I think that makes sense.
But he didn't tell me you can actually walk in. I don't need two
Might as
of
well.
them, but I don't know, maybe I need. Why not?
The way, yeah, it looks like there's room to kind of step in there.
Just when you walk in daylight versus, turn the light on.
And it really would just be among the shelves in the pantry.
Yeah, I
you know?
mean, no
It's
no
not-
problem. No problem.
Actually, the shelves.
If you wanted, or
Or
like this, if you want
Yeah.
to down,
But yeah,
put stuff there, it doesn't matter.
yeah, seems good.
I didn't know you can walk in here. So-
yeah, you open the door and you can walk in a few steps. There's not a whole lot of room, but you can walk in there.
Yeah, it's nice to have light.
That's cool.
I wish I had one like that.
So,
Yeah, we add at the
We did add.
children's room on the second floor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We add the children's room symmetrical windows too.
That looks great.
Okay,
Okay.
we can do that.
Do we-
So you want to, that's part of the
do we pass?
same?
Yeah, that would be great if you guys are all right with that.
That's
Put
fine.
down for
Okay.
the windows.
Okay.
She's saying, yeah, I think, so then the implication is like approved with comment and then we go to the permit. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah, we can read all that into the motion.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if you're in agreement with the revisions, we'll read into the motion. And again, you just have to submit that drawings for permit with the addendum.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah. Okay.
For the next meeting, right?
No. She's not saying next meeting. She's saying they're going to approve.
No, so we would approve it here
And then.
so
you
you'd
make
be
the
done.
changes.
with ARB.
Oh, and submit this
Forever.
for permit.
Right, right.
Unless you make a mistake.
And the permit people get that and they'll check it, make sure it's in. That's cool. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you.
All right, so with that, might I have a motion on 814 Edgar Road?
I'll make a motion to approve 814 Edgar Road with the following understandings. At the perimeter of the carport where vertical siding is now shown, that will be replaced with a smooth trim similar to the box beam at the front porch. The carport columns will be trimmed to match the front porch columns. And on the east elevation, small windows will be added into the pantries.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. All right, you're approved as noted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
But
Next, we have 782 Tuxedo. Twice. Anyone here for 782 Tuxedo or online?
Really?
Well. All right, next we have 418 Webster Forest Drive. Hi. Hello. Welcome.
Thanks.
I think we had one question. Carol.
Oh, yeah, just a quick question. On the detail on your deck post, there shows a post cap on there and they're not showing on the elevation. So I was wondering if you're going to put those caps on there or?
Am I
no?
required?
No, I just a
Oh, do you know?
question. I just want, because they, different parts of the drawing looks different. So we just kind of want to clarify.
I can't remember what we decided. I think there were caps on the perimeter.
Yeah, it's just on the tops of the posts.
Correct. Yeah, I see what you're saying on the other one that doesn't have it. I don't remember what we selected, but I think there are like those little triangle caps.
Uh-huh.
I
yes.
think so. I can confirm.
gotta
but
finish them with something,
It makes it look more finished.
like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly helps with the longevity of the posts.
Yeah.
Well, copper cap.
I actually had a question for you all. If I wanted to put a shed, not directly underneath it, but to the left of it, I know you have to fill out looking online, accessory structure building permit. Is that right? To get a shed? It'd be under 200 square feet.
That'd be Jim.
Yeah, that would, yeah, if it's not actually attached to the house, it's just a freestanding shed under
It is.
there, that would be a separate
I can't
permit.
tack it onto this one and
Yeah.
check off the box. Okay. Well, I'm here and filling out paperwork and
Good thought.
paying
though.
fees. Okay,
I'm not listening.
Draw a little square. No.
okay.
Can't do that.
Doesn't work. All right.
No.
So you feel like you did select those post caps?
I think we do have them. I
Okay.
think we do.
Okay.
Okay.
That was my only question.
It says sleeved post, but I guess that's the round of it, but I want to say it has the caps on top.
That's the ones, if you want to take a look at this, so you don't have to
This guy,
strain your eyes. Oh, you got it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would be like these little caps on top instead of having it just be
Flat.
straight, flat with the end grain showing.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Because it's, the posts themselves would be black. So you would have to have the cap be black, otherwise I think that would look unusual.
I think that, yeah, it would make sense. It's Trex. I think that would, yeah, it would look really strange if it didn't have a cap on
And
it.
to your point, durability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
agree.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
Right.
with that, may I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve 418 Webster Forest Drive with the understanding that there will be caps on the posts as illustrated on page 6.
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, you're approved as noted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good evening. All right. 41 West Drake.
Hello, I'm Rhonda with Zen Windows.
Hi, Rhonda. Welcome.
Hello.
All right, I think there was a question. David.
Yeah, hi, Rhonda. I would I recommend this for all window replacements. Just that since I've had bad experiences with sliders over the past, that I'd recommend if you would consider doing casements instead of sliders for where you have the sliders shown. And then also I think I speak for others in the group here that on the front windows especially, we'd recommend keeping the muttons, the divided lights in the windows on the front of the house.
So are you talking about also changing their current sliders? Because they have a 3-light slider in the back, which is number 4, and then they have some smaller sliders as well.
Are those new windows?
No, those pictures are the current windows that they have. I'm talking about number 4s in the back you can kind of see it has a table in the picture. And then they have some smaller sliders. So the client's kind of already used to sliders, and it's just what they liked the one in the back, which is it's a pretty big one in the back, a triple slider, and I guess they liked it, and so they was kind of thinking they would like one in the front as well.
Yeah, the changing the casements is just more of a recommendation from me. It's not a requirement that I know of. So sliders are fine. I think though we would recommend that you keep the 6/6 divided lights on the front of the home.
Okay.
Um,
I think we've got. I'm pretty sure we've got the 6/6 on the. I can't remember.
I believe on the spec sheet. There should be a spec sheet attached that shows grid patterns.
Let me see. I'll look at the spec sheet real quick and see. Now the back windows didn't have grid, or maybe he decided not to go with grids.
Oh, actually, he's requesting to not do grids at all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My husband is here, and he said that the client was requesting to not do grids. Is that a requirement that he has grids, or?
For me personally, the grills aren't so much the option as in your window number 1, maintaining the existing wide mullions where the double hungs are mulled adjacent to that picture. Those strong vertical lines, I think, really add a lot of character to your house. And I would hate to see those changed out into a slider, which is considerably less substantial looking. If you want to go with the no grills, perhaps you could change that instead of putting a slider in that opening. Keep your fixed picture window in the center and then change to casements on the side. So you would still have the traditional proportion, but then you would have the look of, that similar to the rest of your proposed windows.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, that's, other folks can weigh in.
Yeah, and then also we commented or I commented that I know that the ARB is colorblind with, or we should be about style with color, but just wanted to make you aware that if the owner does want the black windows, the black frames, that the look of the home will change considerably because during the day you'll have the black windows, the black looking glass with the black frame, so you won't see that detail of the window frames and or the muttons. And it would change the look of the house considerably. Just want to make sure that they're aware of that.
Okay.
And may rethink staying with white window frames.
They're also doing the black interior as well. But I guess that doesn't matter as far as the curb appeal.
Can I?
Here's my husband, Dennis.
Hi,
Riley.
I'm Dennis Riley. So these are all things that I have spent quite an amount of time going over with the client. The way that we've submitted it is their preference. Both the 3-light slider on the front. I'm okay with keeping it the same, which would be a double hung or a casement picture window casement. But at some point, I've just got to take this back to my client and know what we can and can't do. But to address those things, I have spent quite a lot of time going over both the way that the color will change the appearance of the home, which they're okay with, and to the point that they also wanted no grids, which would also change the appearance of the home. And I think that's essentially what they're hoping for, is to have a brand new look. But ultimately, we just have to know what they can and can't do, and then we'll take that back to the client.
So do you think, when you say a brand new look, I don't think that this is going to do this house any favors. I don't think it's going to look better. I'm wondering, people often do things and they think they're improving their house. And then when it's done and they realize what it looks like, they're sorry. And, I just wonder if they realize what this is going to look like. If they've, has anyone maybe taken the photograph, all you'd have to do is make a black rectangle at every window and that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah. So, I can speak from experience. When we've changed white windows out to black windows, I've not yet once since 2013 had anybody regret making that color change when they've thought it through at the beginning. It's just not occurred. I think that they're aware that that there's going to be a difference in look. They're just seeking approval to get the permit done, so that we can start on this project. My company, we are, the way that we do things, I would prefer not to even sell a project rather than have a dissatisfied client at the end of it.
That we could,
So I'm okay with keeping things exactly as they are.
Mhm.
I'm just presenting this as the client has requested.
Right.
Yeah. And
Understood.
And I see what you're saying as far as, it does kind of look like a rectangle, but a lot of times people will have their curtains or blinds down and then you will see the difference. But we probably do need to make sure that they're aware of it before. Again.
And I can go over that with them again before we order windows one way or the other. Um, I, I don't have a preference on it. I just know that I don't have any red flags in installing black windows in that home based on past experience of any buyer's remorse or anything like that.
Yeah.
But if you guys tell me I can't,
So.
I'll take
yeah,
whatever I need to back to the homeowner and we can go from there, but
Right, I think it's just a comment that the board made on the color. If the client is okay with it and they've seen renderings of what their house is gonna look like with black windows, because we don't have evidence of that in what was submitted. I think that comment was made just to make sure that the owner has seen that and is okay with it.
well, I can tell you that I have shared other project photos of black windows that we've done on white homes like that with the client before they had decided to move forward.
Right,
And those
so-
would be windows that we had installed.
Yeah, so I think to be clear, the color was a recommendation. That's not part of the motion.
Right.
Okay.
In any case. And so then it really comes down to the front window at this point in time, I think.
Okay.
I agree with Carol that
Okay.
I think there would be something of value to keeping the thicker mullions. So a picture with either casements or
Okay.
slide, on the side or double hungs. I'm not sure which way you'd want to go. That would be an important piece for me. The muttons, not so much. If the whole house, if they want to go without muttons, then that's fine with me. Not everyone has the same opinion on that. So, but that's kind of where I come down on it. And I think Carol is there. I don't know. How's everyone else? Did anyone else not speak?
Do you think your client would be willing to make that front window into basically three windows molded together? So, have casements or double hung, which I guess maybe would be preferred by the board, but if they want casements, mold with the fixed window?
Yeah, so I'm not certain. This whole process has taken some time, so I can't remember how we arrived at a 3-light slider there. I could certainly present that to them. It does increase the cost of the project to do 3 windows because it's essentially a picture window and a double hung mold together that installs as one unit. So it does increase the cost some over a 3-light slider. That might be a deterrent, and that might be one of the reasons that they wanted to do what they did with a 3-light slider. I wouldn't be opposed myself to doing a double hung picture window double hung or a casement picture window double hung in that opening. And I agree that the mullions and the master frames that are being molded together there would remain the same with that thicker frame and definition in between the 3 windows.
My feeling about it is if there's a triple slider in number 1, I'm a no vote.
Right. I am too.
Yeah, what if we make a motion so that it is a mold window and approve it? And then if they don't want to do it, they come back. But if they want to do
Well-
it, they can continue?
Right. I guess we're kind of left with, we could do a no vote and you could go check with the owner and resubmit it. Or we could read a motion to approve it with the 3 separate lights in the front. And then if they want to change it, then it
Just come back.
has to come back.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm here, it's still going to be a no if they come.
Yeah.
back, So. 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel very
that's what I'm
strongly
thinking.
about it and yeah, because I think a lot of the perceived quality of the home would be lost to
Yeah.
go to a slider in that prominent front window. It just would give a very unsubstantial, almost flimsy kind of look to what is now the centerpiece of that elevation.
Yeah.
So if I could speak again, that's exactly what I was looking for, something definite I can take back to my client. My first thought is if we're going to get a no vote on the three light slider, I think that the only other option that he's got is to either do the double hung or casement windows in those flanker windows. I would assume that at that point, when he doesn't have a choice, that he'll just decide to move forward. So I would be hopeful that you would approve it for the mold together windows, mine, and just completely nix the three light slider so that we don't have to go through this process again.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, that sounds good. Anyone else? With that, may I have a motion on 41 West Drake? Carol?
I'll make a motion to approve 41 West Drake Avenue with the following understanding. Opening number 1 will not be a 3 light slider. It will be maintained in the existing configuration with the heavy vertical moles, a picture window in the center, and either double hungs or casements as the flanking windows.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Oppose? All right, you're approved as noted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks all.
All right, next we have 478 Algonquin Place.
I'm Luke Pulliam, the architect representing the owner right now.
Great, welcome.
How are you guys?
Good, good. Well, so now we can talk.
Yeah, so
No, it's all right. I think it was just a question about the transition.
Yeah. Really the transit, yeah, because that's where I know that you have a small space there to add at the back. It gets pretty narrow. So it's kind of nice when you make an addition like that to not have the long flat wall, especially you're changing it up, to move it in. But if you don't have space to do that, what are you going to do there? Is it going to be?
So, well, I heard you make that comment, and I think what we can do is like put almost like an L piece of flashing there where the vinyl siding resides into the brick, and then we can caulk the joint in between vertically, and that can like resolve that detail there. If you guys think that looks good.
Would that have some width, vinyl siding has that little J mold thing that's like what, an inch or something, or would it be something, a piece so that it, vinyl siding is really supposed to look like wood. So it would would it look like there's a piece of trim?
Yeah, I'm
Basically.
thinking like a 2-inch piece of trim that kind of lapped over it
Mhm.
and like almost, captured where it's dying in the brick, and then you'd probably see like a joint there because it wouldn't be like totally smooth because the brick's got a little bit of variance between it, but we can caulk that just to make sure no water gets in there. But like we could do that.
Yeah, and I was like, I might be saying what you might be ready to say, but if the brick is plain, right now you're showing drawing, they're butted together.
Yeah, they're coplanar, yeah.
Coplanar, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. If you had that maybe like a 2-inch back, the siding, so that you had some room to breathe. So that, because the siding is going to be at, raked angles like that, and there's the trim piece. If you can scoot back an inch or two, just to have a relief there. If you can lose that out of the square footage of the.
I mean, I don't see a problem with that. Yeah, I think it's more about we're trying to maximize the square footage in the kind of tiny little wedge they had. But we can look for some way to resolve that. Like you almost want like we could like a Carlos Scarpa detail or something, but I think we can resolve it, either push it back or like you guys don't like putting the piece of trim and just having them be coplanar. I wish I could sketch it out, but yeah. But
I don't know. I think giving yourself a little bit of space between those two materials is going to be helpful in the field because, not everything's going to be perfect.
Sure.
And a brick masonry veneer, you know, is gonna have a little bit of relief to it. So if you were to just slightly, it in, you know, 6 inches, great. If it's a half inch, if it's an inch,
Yeah,
that's gonna give you enough relief to be able to like terminate them properly and be able to have the joints line up. I think that was really the suggestion, not to
Yeah.
push it in a foot, but push it in a little bit enough to get it to resolve and
So it
not.
doesn't,
And just so that that vinyl doesn't stand proud in front of the
Right.
brick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we can all kind of imagine how that would not look good.
Yeah, that would not look
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I can definitely adjust that detail, because right now it's, I mean, they're independent structures, so I can push it in a half inch, it's no big deal.
Were there going to be corner boards on the siding? There weren't any illustrated. It's vinyl siding, so you would need to have some sort of corner.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, right now I hadn't, yeah, there's gonna be some resolve right there where it dies into the wall.
I'm talking about the corners of your new addition.
Oh.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, it'll be like probably whatever we do there'll be some kind of corner molding, and whatever we do there, we can mimic
Yeah.
at where it resolves itself with the brick, so they're the same.
Right.
Are we
same
talking like
dimension.
3 inches? I would kind of like to know what dimension that is, because if it's really narrow, I think it's going to kind of give an unsubstantial, flimsy look to the project. We're just making it a little bigger. We'll kind of give it a more finished look, a more substantial look. Even,
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm open because I think it's more just probably whatever's in the standard offerings from a vinyl siding company. Probably I imagine it's like 2.5.
I would say not only the trim on the corners, but that could be the same trim at the brick.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
That's-
2.5.
But it's more substantial. It's 2.5, 3 inches.
About
but then-
about 3 inches is kind of what I was thinking as a minimum, and that's kind of where I was headed, that whatever is on the corner be at that seam between the brick and the vinyl.
Right. And then,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
fine.
also consider it at the windows.
Yeah.
That was a question.
Yeah, because right now, the way it's drawn at least, it's just four-side J mold with
Yeah.
vinyl siding hits the window opening, but having more traditional looking, either wood or composite or PVC,
Closet, you know.
1x4, if you will, on four sides would add a lot of character to that, you know, rather than just the J mold.
I think we can make that happen. I mean, really. I think the client is open to making it whatever the most smooth way to get through this would be. And right now those are like unresolved details. So what you guys are suggesting is appropriate. So I can agree to that right now if you'd like.
Yeah, adding the trim at the windows. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think then it's a little bit more refined
More finished.
and fits, you know, a nice masonry house
Yeah.
with a little more refinement, I think.
Okay. Any other
Um,
comments?
anything else? I'm sorry.
I don't have anything else.
All right, I think with that, we can read those into the motion.
Okay.
And sounds like we have that. So with that, may I have a motion, Tracy?
I'll move to approve 478 Algonquin Place with the following revisions. The new addition where it meets the brick wall at the side, the new wall will be set back approximately an inch to accommodate a trim finish board. Trim will be added to the corners and around the openings in the vinyl walls.
Second.
That trim will be 2.5 to 3 inches.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll try whatever the standard offering is, but we'll make sure it's that. Okay.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Have a good evening. Next, we have 26 Sylvester Avenue, rear deck and front deck. Anyone online for that one?
Oh, no one's online.
Well, there's no shows tonight.
Okay, so we got. oh,
Next,
no?
we have 527 Ivanhoe Place, new front door. Anyone online for that?
4 no shows.
Okay, so I guess at this point, we're gonna have to table
A lot.
29 South Maple and 22 Joy. And also 782 Tuxedo. 26 Sylvester Avenue.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Yay.
We won't table that then.
Come on up.
Anyone here for 22 Joy, please come up and introduce yourself. No, it's quite all right. I'm glad you're here.
Battles, I'm a homeowner,
Welcome.
and I
Caroline.
didn't know this was happening till the sign showed up in my yard, so.
It's okay. Well, welcome. I think we just had a question on your new windows. Just a little bit of clarification.
All right.
And the question was, are you modifying the existing opening sizes? Was one question, because the elevation was kind of, didn't match the,
Confusing, yeah.
it didn't match the picture. So we were confused as to what you were doing with.
Yeah, so the picture doesn't show this side window going to a point. There's like a horizontal piece. And then this
So that,
side is,
so the drawing that you're pointing to right now
Yeah.
points to how it is existing. And Marvin doesn't actually have an easy way to do that, so they're recommending that I go with sort of what you see standard there.
So revising the
this will not be parallel to your roof
Then
line.
no.
Right now on your roof,
Right now, it's not parallel to my roof line.
It looks like it is.
Are the photos included in the submission? Are those,
They're here.
is that a new window or is that the existing window? In the
That's
photo?
well, the photograph is the
Existing.
yeah, that's existing. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
so this shows the little horizontal piece at the top. These don't come to a point.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
We-
so then what that means is that it won't be parallel to your roof line. You're gonna have a different geometry there.
It'll have a mistake look
You can rip that apart too
if you change the angle.
you see.
So
what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
think we want to change, we just need to change it. Oh, I don't have a dimension for that. Yeah. But
It's dimensioned right there. I guess I'm saying that if this is the proposal, that you're gonna
Yes.
have this new,
It's not gonna. match
yeah,
the
which
pitch.
is
I
gonna
don't-
look a little.
Yeah, and
So
then that
gives you
whole,
siding there, and that,
Yeah, so I mean, we'll have to fill in the shape.
With shake.
Which that, which
You
which
can
that-
get
shake, which is not.
It was-
And you can get windows made to fit any opening you want. So if they told you you couldn't, that's not true.
Right.
yeah, and
Marvin can, I mean, I've been to their shops. They can do anything up
You
there.
can do
they're
anything.
very good with older housing stock
Yeah.
and traditional styles. Yeah. Yeah, good
$1,000 for the windows.
choice. good
Yeah.
choice.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
You should get them
They're-
a window that matches.
They're a
the
great
opening.
company.
Yeah, because, you know, by the time you try to
Funny.
infill that and everything, there's going to be expense involved in that and trying to, you know, finish it out properly.
Both interior and exterior actually is
Yeah.
gonna be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it
I-
needs to match the roof. Like that's partly what makes it pretty, you know, so you could make it.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think about having all the little bits of shape that you cut at that weird angle.
Yeah.
That's on match the pitch.
Is-
And then
you're-
and then your trim inside the house would also get weird because you have a
Yeah.
little rectangle of, or a little triangle
It'll
of
be a thick,
wedge. that
chunky.
wouldn't match.
I mean,
I think it would, you know, since it's such a nice project and it is such a substantial investment, that it would really be worth a conversation with Marvin. You know, I really, because if you think about it on the inside, you're going to have like that weird infill. Um,
Yeah, I did it. They told me I couldn't do this. So tell me this. Do I have to come back here? I'm sorry.
no.
It takes so long.
Yeah.
Sure. Right. Got it.
So-
I mean, it's interesting that yeah,
Yeah, that's good that you did.
I mean, it's interesting that they said that they can't do it because Marvin can, make any window size, custom window. Like
Right.
all of us architects know that big,
So this is what I asked them to do.
yeah.
Like if you
To match
have
the existing, yeah.
stipulations Written on here,
Yeah.
that's what I asked.
Right, and
Yeah.
I've
And you keep going, say, I can't do that.
and because right now, the way it's drawn by them with just the coming to the point, that's already a custom window.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
I
thought.
don't know why.
They can't do.
You know what we,
Basically, what you marked in green is what you want, which is the same as the
Oh.
marked.
No,
No.
what you want is this with the
Oh,
horizontal
yeah, yeah, yeah,
flat.
right, that's what I.
Yeah,
So, I
in
mean,
green,
we
yeah.
Could maybe, think about this, if we could just approve it as
Yeah.
to match the existing.
To fit.
But it-
And that way, if you,
has to infill the existing opening.
Yeah,
Have
because,
to.
right, because otherwise the submission's incomplete, because now you've got to figure out how to, if you're going to change the geometry, then it's an exterior
Yeah, how are you gonna
trim
fix that up?
as well, so.
Giving you a problem. if you ask
Right.
me. They're taking the easy way for some
Uh-huh.
reason. I'm not totally sure what that's about because like usually they'd say like, how do you want it? And this is how you have it. They just mimic what is there. They
Mhm.
wouldn't, I don't know
which we can
why.
approve. But if they match what's there, then we could say,
Right,
that's
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Do that.
the geometry.
Yeah, and then you could say that, that's what what the.
Yeah,
ARB
then you can blame
said.
us and be like,
I could give you my phone number because I know Steve that works there, so he. Steve Butler.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're,
yeah.
right. There's other solutions if they can't do it. There's so
Why
many-
would they not be able to do it? It's
I mean-
not, it's a chamfered off corner. It's
Right.
Not,
I
Right.
could see them do it. I could
This
see
isn't
them do it.
rocket
I could
science
see them do
with
it
window.
one height and then step one height, but that's not as nice as what is there.
So, right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. I mean, that's another question, right? So if they tell you they can't and
Taking that.
they
back
don't,
window height.
you can't find someone that
Sucks.
can, then what do you want to see there? Because what's drawn on that,
Then I would change off to 3 high.
yeah, it's just.
Yeah, because now the window head's not gonna.
Right, right, it's.
Right.
the way-
right, then change, yeah, if it's gonna change, you might as well make it look like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
you don't want it to look like a mistake or an accident or like they
Yeah.
did it, so
It's like
this
something
was
that you can't
easier. You don't want
unsee. Always-
you don't want it to look like that. You're spending way too much money for it to be that.
Well,
How about-
well, and also, I'm not sure what you're doing with the siding, but then the new shake would have to either be stained or age out to match the. Right.
Yeah, we flip there, right? It's like, it never ends.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us how we have to do it.
that is so true.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we could read a motion to approve it if it fits the existing geometry, but otherwise it has to be resubmitted.
Okay. Mine.
Okay. Well, with that, may I have a motion, David?
What's the address?
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't order it.
22 Joy.
I make a motion to approve 22 Joy with the following addition that the new window
Number 2.
number 2 fit the existing opening to match the existing configuration.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Oppose? All right,
Thank you.
approved as noted. Public hearing. Is there anyone else present that wants to make a comment about 22 Joy? Any hands on there? I don't think we have anyone online. And I don't see anyone here, so the motion stands. Thank you. All right. Well, I guess with that, we're adjourned.
Night.
Thank you and good night.